Hello, my name is Philip Allen Travis, and I'm the author of Croeso Today. I'm going to be going to England in about 10 days. Right now it's October 15th, and I'll be there on the 12 days. I'll be there on the 27th. And eventually I will start doing lectures and talks there. Won't be mostly about what's in the book, because my book is a sci-fi book, but it will be talking about our divinity. The fact that we are gods beyond gods. Just like my last video talked about how we have the three beings and transcending death and all that, I'll be talking about that stuff as well as other things. The fact that we can make things appear. Say you're driving around, you want a bottle of water, you can make that happen. It takes a lot of discipline, a lot of control over your mind and will and all that, but you can do these things. People have been able to do it. Jesus, for one, he was able to do these types of things. He went to Egypt, he went to India, he went to Tibet, and he learned these things. If anything, the guy was more of a Buddhist than he was a Christian. But anyway, I'm not here to bash anybody. So it is possible for us to do these things. Another person who was able to do it was this lady, Helena P. Blavatsky. In this book, it talks about people doing some pretty crazy things, as well as in this book, from Henry Steele Olcott, who helped Helena P. Blavatsky write that book. He talks about what she was able to do. Creating grapes out of nothing, etc., etc. We have these abilities. We do not need to hate each other because of any religious thought, especially those who are, within the Christian and Catholic and Protestant and that sect. Because Jesus taught while he was on the tree, not the cross, but on the tree, that he forgave everybody. He loved everybody. And I'm sorry, but I don't see that coming from a lot of the missionaries. A lot of the natives don't want you to come to their place because you're breeding them out. You've turned them to slaves in most cases. And I'm not pointing your finger at a lot of priests, but at the higher end of the spectrum, at the very high, that's what's happening. You're pointing your finger and you're saying you're a heathen, you're a pagan. But yet, a lot of your science and a lot of your religious history is based off of a pagan history. A heathen history, a pagan science, heathen science, quote unquote. Okay? We need to live as one, please. As one being. Loving each other. If you're Muslim, if you're Buddhist, if you're Chaldean, if you're Protestant, if you're Catholic, it doesn't matter. If you can love each other because of you understand that there is a God within every single one of us. And it is beautiful. That is awesome. And we're going to have to get to that if we want to live on this heaven on earth in the next 50 years. Mother Earth is going to be doing her changes, and she's going to be washing away what is unneeded. And I don't like saying this, but from what I understand, places like England, some parts of Australia, some parts of America, some parts of Greece, some parts of Spain, some parts of France, is going to go underwater. And there's going to be new land moving up. So we need to start helping each other to move away and start finding peace within ourselves to help each other. And not push each other over the edge and watch them die. That's not fair. No one is right and no one is wrong. We're all beautiful. So, I would just like to say, I love you all very much. We have God and divinity within ourselves. We are able to do some pretty amazing things. Just go to India. Well, I'm not saying just go, but if you go to India or again read books like this, and you can go to others about occult history, occult science, and all that, where they have found magicians and stuff like that who are able to do some pretty amazing things, and Buddhists as well. I'll give you one example of a gentleman. I'm not going to say his name, but where he would go and talk to other people without having to go anywhere. He would meditate. And his astral body would leave this physical body while this body is still breathing and doing whatever it needs to do. And he would go to wherever he needed to. Now he would lock his body up into a cage, or this area, just so his body, was safe. And he had asked, "Please, can you look after my body while I'm gone?" His physical body was still there, but he was gone, and he was able to bring back information from other places. And these are things that we have the ability to do. Where can you learn them? In all honesty, within yourself. You got to basically ignore the ego. You got to start talking to your own spirit and your own soul and start asking your own questions, because you have the peace of God within you. You have every single answer, every single thing that has been in the Akashic records and more. You have that ability to find out, but you have to do your own meditation and your own calming down of your own spirit and soul. I love you all very much, and I'll talk to you soon. And I will see those in England very soon. I love you very much. Bye.